Hey, hi, this is Clay. How are you? Listen, today is the start of a full new year of Clay Nelson Life Balance programs. Can you believe that? We've been on the air for 52 programs,
I know.
52
Can you
weeks
believe
in
that?
a row.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
Seems like just like yesterday when I had to be brought in here on a gurney because fear absolutely had me stop, lockjaw.
He's
fear.
like, you could barely speak.
Yeah, oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to do something wrong. Somebody's going to call my house and said, you are a dork. And so they called my house and said I was a dork anyway, but I just kept talking. Anyway, so now, welcome to the Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. Today's topic is fear. You know,
Nobody ever feels fearful.
Oh, no, absolutely not. You know, it's like fear. What, and everybody's going, well, what's that all about? Well, what about fear of, gee, I'm going to do it wrong, or fear of I'm going to look bad, or fear of they're going to say no, or fear of no one likes me, or what happens if I do it wrong? What happens if I say the wrong thing? What happens if I do the wrong thing? Gee, fear of being embarrassed, right?
Not looking good.
Not looking good, all kinds of things. So what is it how do you handle fear? How can you get to a place where you can actually have fear serve you? You ever thought about that?
Once or twice.
Yeah. How could you actually get power from fear? Now, there's a thought. You know, like how experienced, how old would you have to be to actually have fear give you juice instead of take the juice away from you? So think about that. I mean, how calm would you have to be? Notice how calm I am on the radio.
It's like,
He's
I am
very calm
so
today. I'm
calm
trying to figure out what's
today.
going on here.
Well,
Talking about fear
It's my
and-
second year. I've already made all the mistakes I can make. You know,
That's true.
Remember, I
It's
used to
very
used to
apropos.
slam my hands on the table. And you go, don't do that. You know, and all that stuff. And so,
So
now
he's not fearful
No,
anymore.
now I'm not afraid of Jerry
now
anymore.
he does that without fear. Oh, good. I'm glad you're not afraid of him
Yeah,
anymore.
I'm not afraid
Yeah.
of Jerry anymore. And now, you know, I'm on YouTube and all kinds of stuff. But I got to tell you the truth. I'm 63 years old. I've been speaking now vigorously all over the world for probably 15 years, maybe something like that, 15, 16 years. And I have a speech to give in a couple of months where I'm going to be speaking to 10, maybe 15,000 people in this giant auditorium. And I have fear going about that one. What happens if I do that one wrong? What happens if I say the wrong thing? What happens if the sound goes off? What happens if I look like a dork in front of all those people? So fear still grabs you. Fear is a normal, everyday thing. And I got to tell you, fear happens to just about anybody who's doing something. You know, fear doesn't happen if you're just sitting on your couch doing nothing. Fear doesn't happen when people are sitting around just complaining. Fear only happens when you're in action. So for all of you out there that listen to me now and you have some fear going on in your life, guess what? You're doing something, you know? You're either being stopped by it or you're going forward in the face of it. But you're involved in a way to where you're worried about how you're going to look or how it's going to turn out or are you going to do it right or what somebody else is going to say. And it's a healthy place to be. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? So I used to be afraid of doing this radio show. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah, I can believe it.
And you can hear me now. Do I have fear in my voice now? Oh, man, I'm so totally on it.
You're really calm.
All right, now, also, I used to wonder, you know, it's like, I wonder when I went camping, we used to go camping all the time, and I always wondered, wow, you know, some animal's going to come in the tent and do us. Or, you know, I was going to get bit by some foreign bug that was going to turn me into some wild man with a big lump on him.
Or the killer cow.
Or the the killer cow. Oh, that's a story. Okay.
We'll
you
have to
guys
cover
get-
that another time.
No. Let's tell them. I was going trout fishing. I was in Boise, Idaho, and Susan was there. And there's this little trail that you walk on to get to the pond. And so I'm walking down this pond, and all of a sudden, here comes this cow. And I mean, he's walking right at me at a fast clip. And I'm just going, what is going on? And he wasn't moving or slowing down. So I had to jump over into the pond to get out of his way. Found out about cows. When it's time to eat, or it's time to be milked, they head for the barn. And if you're in their track, too bad, you lose. Yeah. And so this is my killer cow
So,
story.
yeah, we're reminiscing about the killer cow.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I go back to camp and I go, Susan, guess what? And she goes, what? I said, do you know that cows attack people? And she just fell
Laughed.
over, you know.
There's nothing to fear but
Yeah.
the killer
yeah.
cow.
Yeah.
So anyway, now, and then what about being afraid to walk down the city streets at night? I mean, you know, respectfully, this town, although it's beautiful and everything else, we've got some things going on in some parts of this town. I don't think I want to walk down those streets. All right? Or giving speeches, like I said, in front of hundreds of people. And, you know, or just having any type of microphone on you. How about this one? I was always afraid this was going to happen, and it finally did. I was in Chicago. I was going to give a speech to about 1,000 people. And I have my Louveler mic on. Louveler mic is a microphone that you put in your shirt, and it goes a little thing on your backpack on your belt, and you walk around. And if you turn the volume on, turn the sound on, you can anywhere you walk. If the receiver can pick it up, it'll pick it up. Well, I had my mic on, and I went to the bathroom. And I was talking in there and doing all kinds of things, and we were yakking. Well, guess what? The whole auditorium heard what I was saying.
Yeah, they need to fire the sound engineer.
Yeah. Anyway, and Beth was running all over the place trying to find the men's room so she could tell me to turn my mic off, but all I could do is laugh. You know, you just kind of get over it. Life happens, you know. See, one of the great things about being 63 and having done as many things as I've done is, for the most part, I've already done everything wrong I can do. And what's cool about having done everything wrong you can do, you just go do what it is you got to do from then on, you know, because you already know what doesn't work. Now you're out there breaking new ground and figuring out what does work. All right. Now, how about this? How about having fear of just starting another year of the same old, same old? You know, school just started in most areas. Now the kids are back at school, and you're kind of back at your jobs going, well, okay, now what? How do I get excited about this year? How do I get excited about what I'm doing? How do I get excited about the traffic? How do I get excited about that person that yaks all the time on the phone that's in the cubicle next to me? Or how do I get excited about doing the same old thing with the same old machines, with the same people, with the same telephones all the time? And you're making a good living, but I'm doing the same old thing. So fear of it being the same old, right? And then how about this? One of the things that's been coming up for me at 63 is a lot of my friends aren't doing as well as I am physically. So there's a lot of people having physical well-being problems, problems with diabetes, problems with falling down, problems with vision, problems with heart, problem with just health stuff, you know what I mean? And so there's the fear of, oh my gosh, if it's happened to them, it could happen to me. Wrong. I have a plan for that we'll talk about. How about this? Fear of not having enough money. Wow, that's a biggie. Everybody's run, go. And then you find out at the end, you haven't done it right and you're out of time. That's good. Okay. And then the fear of being judged, the fear of getting old. You know, I got to tell you, I was preparing for this show today. I was in the mirror brushing my hair and doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And I noticed I had gray hair in my eyebrows. And instead of folding over and being smooth like the rest of them,
They
they're
go like
sticking
this.
straight out. They're going every which way like this. And I've seen guys in movies, you know, movie stars and stuff, that playing older people. They got these eyebrows, these giant hairballs in their ears, you know. And I'm just going, oh my God, that's my future. That's it. So now we're gonna have some fun today, as you can tell, dealing with fear and learn how to laugh at fear. So we're gonna have to take a break now. Let me see. Are we break time? Oh, okay. So we got a little bit more. So here's one more fear. How about this? The fear of actually needing help. Think about this. Like I saw my son, we have hummingbird feeders around our jacuzzi. And he jumps up on the jacuzzi. My son just jumps up on the jacuzzi, gets the hummingbird feeder down. And when he comes off the jacuzzi, he just steps off like me
It's
walking.
about a 3-foot step.
And it's about a 3-foot step. He just steps off like it's nothing. So I get up there and go, okay. And I go to step off. I'm going to die. I'm going to break a hip. It's all over. It's going to be ugly. And so I have to turn around, get on my knees, and kind of crawl down. You know what I mean? So it's all about doing all kinds of things like that. Anyway, you're listening to Clay Nelson at Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour on KZSB AM 1290. When you get back, we're going to start having some fun at how to deal with fear, how fear gets us, and how we're all the same. So it's something you have to deal with. Get on back here.